Marvel finally concluded their 4 teaser run for Avengers Doomsday, and it ended with the Russos saying that these were not just trailers or teasers, but they were stories, they were clues, and we had to pay attention. Hashtag Doomsday has begun. We got our first trailer around 4 weeks ago, and it featured Steve Rogers returning back into the MCU. It showed him in his house that he had with Peggy at the end of Endgame, and this time he had a child. That means we know for sure that Steve did experience fatherhood at some point in his journey, and he did listen to Tony after all. The second trailer, however, featured Thor, and it was such a good trailer. He looked phenomenal as Thor. He got that fade again, and he looked so good. The trailer showed us shots of Thor and his daughter loved together, and it showed us Thor praying to his father Odin, asking him for one more battle where he could battle it out and then return back to his daughter, not as a warrior, but as warmth that he never knew. That's some crazy arc for Thor. This is an arc that I'm so glad that they're exploring, and I cannot wait for it to crescendo to when Loki and Thor finally unite together after so long, having experienced their own journeys now. However, the third teaser of the lot, which was my personal favorite, featured the X-Men, and I can't believe what I saw. It felt like prayers were finally answered. We used to pray for times like these, man. We got to look at Charles Xavier. We got to look at Magneto, as Magneto gave one of the most insane monologues that I've heard in a teaser. And then we crescendoed at a point where we saw James Marsden's Cyclops in all and out action. He looked generational. It's the best live iteration of Cyclops that we have ever gotten to see till now. And I'm so glad the Russos got it right. They absolutely nailed it with perfection. And I'm so happy that Cyclops is finally going to get redeemed. And I cannot wait to see the man in action. And then we got the fourth teaser recently that had the Wakandans. We saw Shuri, we saw M'Baku, and we also got a glimpse at Namor. But the highlight was M'Baku meeting another character who was the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Seeing M'Baku and Ben Grimm have that conversation and interaction actually got a smile on my face, because these are the moments that we got in comics. These were the crossovers that happened, and now to finally see it happen so seamlessly in live action and see it translate so well, oh my god, the Russos are really hitting this one out of the park. I can see this movie become a generational hit. It's going to show us some legacy characters teaming up with legacy characters and fighting one of the greatest villains of all time. But coming back to the teasers, like the Russos said, these weren't really teasers. These were stories. In my opinion, these are the journeys the characters have had since we last saw them. And like they said, they were stories. And there was something common in all of these teasers, which was parenthood. We saw Steve Rogers with his child. We saw Thor with his daughter. And with the fourth trailer, we already knew that the Fantastic Four are behind Doom, cause most likely he does have their child. While we saw in the third teaser Professor X and Magneto sharing a moment, we also saw Cyclops absolutely going mayhem mode. He had his visor out, he was shooting that laser, and he looked lost. He looked broken, and I have a feeling that was because Doom had control of the Sentinels and affected him, his team, his family, or maybe his child as well, which would be the common factor between all 4 teasers, which is parenthood. I have a feeling that Doom has something very big to do with this. After the 4th teaser, Marvel started a live countdown clock till Doomsday, which I think is crazy because that countdown clock shows 11 months, and that's going to be like right here. I really think that we are going to get our first official trailer at Avengers Doomsday featuring Doctor Doom very soon. I really think that Marvel's going to drop it sometime around next month, because after that, Marvel's really going to lock in because they have brand new day coming out, which is going to be generational. I can't wait to speak about that in the channel. And after that, we also have the Endgame re-release, which I'm 1000% sure won't end the same way it did back then. Endgame's going to have an attached trailer to it, or a scene to it, or some setup to it that will lead to Doomsday directly. And that's going to be something to look forward to, and I cannot wait to break down all of that.